Cousin Jeek on this very bitter, cold mountain day to teach you strategy number one of how to hunt deer without a gun. Now, there are several advantages to hunting without a gun. Number one, if you don't have a gun. And number two, you're going to save yourself a lot of money on bullets. And number three, of course, there ain't no shooting involved. So if you need to sneak that deer out of the woods, it's less likely anybody's going to know about it. Now, these strategies are just common sense and just take a little bit of ingenuity, by the way, which I seem to have an abundance of. But anyway, let's get on with strategy number one. It is called the funnel trip system. Now all you need here is a little camouflage and a little bit of rope, and you get yourself over to the woods and you find the very best deer trail in the whole woods. Now what you're going to do here is build yourself a funnel out of logs and sticks and whatever you can find to make yourself a funnel with just a little door in the end of it, and that's where you're going to be hiding behind. Now this is just like you were in school. When you were sitting at your desk and your best buddy walked by, you stick your foot out there and trip him on his face and all the girls went a hooping and a laughing. It's the very same thing here. You wait for that deer herd to come along, you watch for the deer you want there, and when he comes through that door, you just stick your boot out there and trip him, and he falls on the ground, and before you know it, you're on him, hog-tying him with that rope and loading him up on your pickup and taking him out of the woods. That's all there is to it. Now, strategy number two, I like to call the Trojan horse strategy. Now here, you just need yourself the biggest, fattest deer decoy you can find, and you take him over to the woods and strategically place him. Now what you're going to do here is actually get inside that decoy, and when the buck you want comes along there and starts a fighting with the horns on that decoy, you open the trap door there, you jump out, grab his horns, wrestle him to the ground, hog-tie him, and load him up in your pickup. And before you know it, you're out of the woods with a nice buck in your truck. Now the beauty of all these systems here is that technically you are carrying a live deer in your truck. So if you should get stopped by the law for any reason, such as not having a deer tag and a deer in a truck, you just tell them you're part of the environmental deer relocation program, and what you do is you just cut the ropes on your deer there, he hops out of the truck and into the woods, and all the evidence is gone. Now that is all there is to it on these two strategies here, and I'm going to stop for today. But if you would like to get the whole series free for only $99.95, you send here to Cousin Jeek in Brownie County, and we'll get that on to you. And I thank you very much, and you have a very good day, and come back here for lesson 2 if we get that worked out. And thank you very much.